Alright, let's get some audio in here and start with the initial test. Can you guys hear me? I see there are already some people here. That was quick. Wow. And I'm not getting anything in the chat right now. The audio might be a little bit delayed. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yay! You guys can hear me. Okay. So I know I said we were going to start in 5 minutes. It's a little bit earlier than that, but I'm going to go ahead and start the video feed. I'm hoping that the video feed isn't too far behind the audio because that's what happened in the last live stream, and it was annoying for everyone who was watching, and even for me because I went back and watched it, and it was incredibly frustrating to follow. So hopefully it's not that bad this time. The reason that is because I am streaming from my laptop, and my laptop is a T430, and while I do love the T430, the hardware is a little bit old and not quite up to par for streaming like this, so sometimes the video falls behind the audio feed. Did I say 5 seconds? No, I meant 5 minutes. Alright, let's go live. Hey! And hopefully you guys can see me now too. I'm checking the chat to see if everything's going alright. Yeah, and you guys can probably hear my laptop spinning up in the background, screaming. So I'm going to play around with my windows here. Let me move the chat window over. I'm going to move OBS over here on my Everscreen. Yay, you can see me, and my voice is late, so that's going to be annoying. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's one of those things that you guys are just going to have to deal with. Unfortunately, I don't have a more powerful laptop. This is what I'm working with. Now, some of you guys are probably going to be like, well, why don't you use that beautiful desktop you have in the background? But that's not set up for streaming. To hook everything up for that is an absolute pain. So we're going to be struggling with the laptop here. I tried to optimize it as best as I could, and there's still going to be a little bit of lag between the audio and the video. So sorry about that, guys, in advance. And it's only going to get worse as the video goes on, so I'm going to try to limit this video to about 30 minutes. Sometimes these live streams go for a really long time. The last one was like 2 hours. I don't want to do that right now. We're gonna try to keep this as short as possible. Oh, have you tried using a stream delay? Now that's interesting. No, I haven't. I haven't actually tried that. Let me see. Is that something I can add into the video capture device settings? You know, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that right now, because I don't want to destroy the video source. But I will look into that next time. Yeah, you should. You know, I said I was gonna start in 5 minutes. I still got a little bit. Yeah, it's not that bad. I still got a little bit of time left, so I'm gonna take, I think, 3 minutes to try to work this out. I should have done this beforehand. Sorry about that, guys. And the microphone is right next to the keyboard, so you're gonna get your ears might be destroyed. Sorry about that. Delaying audio in OBS, so you can delay the audio. Oh, I see. So you can do a sync offset. Oh yeah, that's something I would have to experiment with. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. All right. So I was going to do a live subscriber update, but because of my hardware, I couldn't actually do the subscriber update intro and all the transitions I wanted to, so it was going to look really choppy. So I decided not to do that. So what I'm going to do today is, one, I have a giveaway. So if you guys saw my last video was on this little, and you guys can probably hear my chair. My last video was on this fanless mini PC. This is a small little Windows 10 computer, and I'll go ahead and take it out of the box. As you can see, fits in my hand like so, and you can hook this up to your TV, use it as a full-fledged computer. Not the most powerful thing in the world. We have a quad-core Intel Atom in here, 2 gigabytes of DDR3L, and 32 gigabytes of eMMC storage. But for a giveaway prize, I think this is a pretty neat giveaway. And you guys are probably wondering how you enter said giveaway, and we are going to be doing the giveaway today on the live stream, so this is pretty much going to be instant gratification. You can enter it using the Google form, which I have right here. I'm going to throw the link a couple times up in the, what's it called, the chat. So let me grab the link. And I'm going to post the link in the chat. And this is open to residents of the U.S. only because of shipping costs. I always get complaints about that, but we are keeping this limited to residents of the U.S. only. I'm sorry for everyone else who doesn't live in the U.S. I know a lot of my viewers are from out of the country, but I can't afford to ship out. It's just too expensive, and I've been over this again and again and again, and I'm really not gonna explain myself too much about that anymore. So it is open to residents of all 50 U.S. states. So here we go. Link is up in the chat right now. It's a Google Doc, so go ahead and fill that out. I'll convert it to an Excel spreadsheet, and we will use a random number generator to pick out the winner at the end of this live stream. Yeah, and here comes all those comments. Too bad I live in Asia. I live in Europe. I know. I'm sorry, guys, but shipping isn't free, and I'm a college student. I don't have money just raining down from the sky, so I have to limit it to the U.S. All right, so now let's get to the main section of this this live stream, and I will come back to the giveaway and actually go over that one more time just for people who get here a little bit late. But if you have just gone here, I just posted a link in the chat to the Google form where you can enter the giveaway for this little fanless mini PC, which we reviewed in our last video. So speaking of videos, the next video is going to be pretty neat. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be pretty high quality production. It's going to take a really long time, unfortunately. So it's going to center around the T420, and it's not going to be a typical upgrade video. It's going to be more of a ode to the T420 video, kind of talking about why the T420 is such a popular laptop, because it really is. If you go on somewhere like the ThinkPad hardware forum on Reddit, you're going to see a lot of suggestions for the T420, because the T420 is a great laptop, but that's not the end of the story. There's a lot more to the T420 than it's just a really good laptop. So I'm going to have a really nice video coming up all about the T420. Do you still have to beat up T410? Yes, I do have the T410. It's sitting in the closet somewhere. And gosh, I need to clean out my closet. I have so many review samples and old computers just laying around in there. I need to get rid of all that stuff because I can barely walk in the closet anymore. And if I could pick up the camera and walk over there, I would show you guys, but I can't. The camera's tethered to the computer right now, plugged in via micro USB, so I can't unhook it. Alright, so let's start the Q&A part. I have the chat open right now, and this is really just ask me anything personal related to the channel, anything you want, and I'll try to answer it as best I can. So fire away in the comment section. And I think the chat might be a little bit behind. I'm still seeing some people posting about the giveaway. So I'm going to let the chat catch up right here. All right, first question by, oh no. See, this is the hardest part, is trying to pronounce all these usernames. Weirton Boys, how old are you? I am 20 years old. So that's the answer to the first question. I think I got that question in the last live stream as well, but in the last live stream I was 19 years old. Have you ever reviewed eMachine's computer? Yes, Lucas Pagan, I have reviewed an eMachine's computer. I think I've done maybe 2 videos on an eMachine. It's the, I can't tell you. I don't remember the model number, but if you go back through our video archive, I do have a couple old computer videos on an eMachine or two. So yes, I have looked at eMachines in the past. Do I actually, oh, can you see this calculator? So I don't really use this calculator anymore. I just kind of leave this at my desk. I use a TI-38XS, I think. And the story behind that is I forgot this calculator. I had an exam and I left this calculator at home. So I had to run to the college bookstore because I'm a commuter student. I live about an hour away, so there's no way I'm going to make it home and back in time. So I had to run to the college bookstore and buy a completely new calculator, even though I already had one at home. And that's just one of those like commuter student woes. So yes, I mean, I do use this sometimes, but the one I actually use is staying in my bag. What surge protector brand do you prefer? And that's from Tony. I usually stick with APC products because they have a pretty good warranty behind their equipment. And their equipment's just vetted. When you go into industry, you see a lot of APC surge protectors, uninterruptible power supplies everywhere. So APC is usually my go-to brand. What college do I go to? So that's, but I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna try because I'm just gonna butcher it. But I go to Old Dominion University, in Virginia. That's Norfolk, Virginia. Have I used Ubuntu 18.04 yet? No, I haven't actually. I'm still stuck on 16.04, so I haven't made that change yet. I like my 16.04 LTS release, so that's what I'm gonna stick with for the time being. Hernando Games, and Games is spelled Gamez. How long have you been a YouTuber? Oh gosh. So I actually have another channel, and I started that channel when I was about 13, 14, and it is incredibly cringy. I started that back in, I think, 2000 and... I already said 2011, didn't I? Something like that. I started that a really long time ago, and it was actually centered around Airsoft, and it's still up there. If you guys know what channel I'm talking about, feel free to post it in the chat. I'm not going to show you guys because I hate it. I think it's absolutely terrible, but I still leave it up there just for giggles. And that's actually what the AA Computers and Technology name is based off of. That's based off of my original channel name. So I do have another channel. It's not active anymore. It hasn't been active for the past 4 years, but yeah, I got started probably in, I think the definite date is 2013. I think I got started in 2013. Am I an athlete? No, not really an athlete. I mean, I do go to the gym. As an engineer, it's always nice to get out and exercise because, you know, I kind of just sit here and stare at the screen all day. I stare at the screen at work. I stare at the screen when I get home because I have to do homework and projects. And I stare at the screen when I'm doing my night job, which is this, doing YouTube videos. So, yeah, it's always nice to, you know, get on the track, run a couple miles, just, you know, work out. It keeps missing my... Marcus, go ahead and ask your question again because I'm looking at the chat right now. Let me see if I can find it, actually. Did I... Oh, Marcus, okay. Any plans on making a Windows 98 or early Windows XP gaming PC? So that's the thing about this channel. This channel isn't really targeted around gaming. And that's one of the reasons why we take a big hit as far as ratings are concerned, is that we don't target the gaming crowd. If we targeted the gaming crowd, I think this channel would be doing a lot better, but I just don't have time for that, and that's not necessarily what I'm interested in. So I generally don't do gaming builds. So as far as, you know, building a Windows XP or Windows 98 machine, I don't really see that happening for this channel. C++ back there, any particular project you would like to talk about? So, I actually don't use C++. Okay, well, it depends. So, I had a project that I was working on for work. It was a automatic speech recognition project using Caldy. It's an open source ASR component, and that was written in C++. So, I did a little bit of C++ for that. Most of it was just scripting on the back end, though. So I haven't really used C++. What I really actually use is Python. I use a ton of Python because at my job, I work in data science. So we use a lot of Python for machine learning, data analysis. I do a lot of cleansing of data because when you get your data, you realize that it's not really in a format that you want it to be in. So Python's really good for that. So I don't really use C++ too much right now. I do use it for school. That's what they tried to teach us with. They use C++ and Java. But in my actual job, I use a ton of Python. Oh my gosh. So there's a spotlight right above the webcam. So I'm trying to look into the webcam so it actually looks like I'm talking to you guys, but I'm actually going blind at the same time. So if you see me kind of like zoning out, it's because there's these little light spots all over the screen now as a result of staring at that light up there. What's your dream laptop / machine other than your T430? So Dell just released a special edition of their XPS desktop. It has their 8th gen, it has Intel's 8th gen i7s in there, Hasn't, gosh, well that got really twisted, but it has a 8th gen i7 in there, 6 cores, 12 threads, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, 512 gigabyte solid state drive, and I've been looking at getting that because it's actually a pretty good price. It's really time to upgrade the editing rig back here. But at the same time, I also do need a new laptop, and this laptop has been okay for everything except for streaming. So for all my school stuff, all of my workloads, it's been fine. But when it comes to streaming, as you guys can see, the laptop doesn't handle it too well. But yeah, if I would have to pick a dream machine right now, I'm actually looking at the Dell XPS Special Edition desktops that they recently came out. What else do I have on here? Ooh, someone retracted the message. I can see that. How dare you? Yeah, don't kill yourself with the spotlight. I might go turn that down because I'm going blind right now. What else do we have here? So what is the specifications of your current desktop PC behind you? So in this PC, and I've actually made a couple videos on this desktop because it's gone through a couple iterations, but in this desktop I have, if you're talking about the entire setup, so I have a 4K Dell monitor right here, 1080p 24-inch Dell monitor right there. Inside the desktop I have a FX 8350, 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, 1050 Ti, I think it's a 6 terabyte Toshiba hard drive, and then a 512 gigabyte Crucial solid state drive. So those are all the specs off the top of my head. I believe all those are right. Where do I get parts? So if you're referring to old computers, I usually just buy the parts that I need off eBay. Sometimes I'll salvage them out of old PCs I buy from garage sales. But for most of the time, for used parts, I just go to eBay. What is my opinion with the ThinkPad T61? So I haven't actually used a T61. I have used the T60, and as most of you guys probably know, I really like the IBM ThinkPad T60. It is a great laptop. It's a little bit dated, a little bit heavy, but it's a very good machine. I can't attest to the T61, unfortunately, because I don't have a T61. I think they're very similar, though, so I would have to assume that the T61 is also a very good machine, but I might be wrong about that. Have you ever had a Pentium 2 computer? So I think the oldest thing I have in the back is a dual-core Pentium 3 machine. Not a dual-core, a dual-processor Pentium 3 machine. So it has 2 Pentium 3s in it, and I've been trying to make a video about that. I have an old video on it. I believe it's called a IBM eServer. So I have, like 2 Pentium 3s in that running at 1.2 gigahertz, I want to say. And then there's also 1.5 gigs of RAM in it. So it's a pretty beefy machine for its time. And I think it would be fun to try to run Windows 7 on it and use it as a daily driver. So that's, one of those video ideas I've been trying to make happen. The only issue with that is I need a better PCI graphics card because it's using integrated graphics right now. And integrated graphics are just terrible. They're awful. It's still too cold for garage sales. Yes, it is. It's a little bit chilly outside. Garage sales still haven't quite happened yet. How to sell computer parts? It's not really something I'm going to touch on here. This is more of like more of questions about the channel, not really how do I do something. Well, I guess you could actually. If you have questions like that, feel free to ask it. With regards to that question, how to sell computer parts, I just post my stuff on eBay, and that's really about it. just package it, take good pictures, post it on eBay, sell your computer parts that way. Have you looked into making a newer dual CPU computer, something with DDR3? Nope, that hasn't quite crossed my mind yet, mainly because that would require quite a bit of funding to put a build together like that. I mean, even if we bought all the parts used, it would probably end up being about, probably around 200, 250 bucks. So that's something that I haven't quite looked into yet. That would be neat, though. Do you like Firefox? I prefer Google Chrome, but I do like Firefox. Firefox is a good browser, especially the new version of Firefox, which dropped, 3 months ago, I think? Is that a is what is the scent of the candle in the background? See, random questions like that are always fun to answer. I'm getting tongue twisted right now. I don't even remember. It's been a really long time since I've lit this candle. I think it's like apple cinnamon or something like that. What smartphone do you have? I also saw the question, can you make a Discord? I'm not a huge fan of Discord. I'm not going to make a Discord. I have the Honor 8 from Huawei. So this is the Huawei Honor 8. I think I got this last year. And it's been a pretty good phone up to now. Actually, it's still a very good phone. I'm probably going to end up using this for the next probably 2 years maybe. I tend to get a lot of life out of my phone. Actually, I had a Galaxy S4 for I think 2.5 years, and I got a lot out of that. So I'm hoping to get the same amount of mileage out of this phone. What about Opera? Ooh. See, I did try the Opera browser a while back, and I never used it again. I don't remember. That doesn't mean I hated it. I don't think it was really my cup of tea, and I never went back to using it. Have I ever been to Asia? No, I have never been to Asia. Nope. All right. So if you just got here, and it looks like the oh, okay. Well, I was about to say it looks like the questions are starting to slow down, but then a bunch of questions popped up. I'll go back to what I was going to talk about after I answer some of these questions. If you were rich, would you still buy a PC or some sort of Apple product? I mean, as someone who is majoring in engineering and works in data science, I could not buy an Apple product. It just wouldn't work out. There are so many, and I know I could use a virtual machine, but I've seen people try to use virtual machines on Apple hardware, and that's not necessarily a pleasant experience. I'd rather run it natively. So no, I would not switch to Apple hardware. If when you get into engineering, you realize that there's a lot of programs that will only run on Windows, and when you hit that roadblock and you're using something that only runs Linux or only runs Mac OS, then you're in big trouble. So yeah, I would probably stick to a PC even if I was rich. I missed some questions up here, so I'm going to scroll back up. Do you prefer a trackpad or a track point? Definitely a track point for sure. I like the track point much better. Yeah, the audio's out of sync. That you probably just got here, but I talked about that. It's just the hardware that I'm using. It lags behind a little bit. I have an old T430 up here, and it's not quite keeping up with OBS. What drink is that? You mean this drink? This is a nice cup of coffee. So that is coffee. I do drink tea, which was also one of the questions. So usually what I do is I have a cup of coffee in the morning and then a cup of tea at night. What engineering? So I'm majoring in computer engineering, and I'm currently also going for my master's as well. Our school has a accelerated BS/MS program, so I'm working for my master's at the same time that I'm doing my bachelor's. Someone asked, "Are you dating someone?" No, nope. See, when you get into engineering, that's actually really hard because one, you don't really have time. So I'm usually either working or studying. So I go to work, go to school, come home, study, go to bed. I mean, that's pretty much it. And also, you'll realize that there are very few women in engineering, and that's unfortunate because the women I have met in engineering have been absolutely outstanding, very smart people. Um, yeah, but once you get into engineering, there's no girls, so it's very hard to actually like meet people. All right, what else do we have here? Coffee is a drug. Winners don't do drugs. Come on, I need the coffee. When you got like 4 hours of sleep last night because you got home from work late and you had to study for the test the next morning, you need that coffee to get you off your feet and going. So I'm sorry if coffee is a drug, I'm addicted to it. I'm hooked. Oh, the other drink. Oh, someone was talking about the cup back here, I think. That's a cup of water. All right, I'm scrolling through the comment section. Oh, have I ever thought about attending a hackathon? Is that one that I saw? I think that's what someone asked. I just lost the question. Lost the question. But yeah, if I had time to attend a hackathon, that's something that I'd definitely be interested in attending. I haven't been able to really find anything around here. The place, my workplace actually had one one day, but I wasn't able to make it. Unfortunately, I think Nvidia was actually there doing a hackathon at the place I work. But unfortunately, I was at school that day. So the way my schedule works is that there are 3 days where I go to school all day, and there are 2 days where I work all day. And there's also one day, which is Friday, where I work and go to school. So that's kind of in between there. All right, still looking for questions. Oh, oh, someone asked about all of the desktops that I bought. So that's a terrible story. So that was an absolute failure. And the really bad decision. I am never ever buying desktops from an auction again. They are incredibly. Give me a sec. Let me compose myself. They are incredibly hard to resell. I had a very difficult time getting rid of them. So I actually still have a couple boxes in front of my desk over here. They don't contain desktops. I actually managed to get rid of all the desktops, thank God, but I have a bunch of computer equipment here that I'm trying to sell. A ton of keyboards, a bunch of hard drives, a bunch of hard drive caddies, because I ended up just parting the desktops out because they were too hard to sell. And the reason that is because they were incredibly expensive to ship. I was selling the desktops for $5 a pop. But the thing is, shipping was like $40 per desktop, so no one wanted to buy those. Um, and I didn't really account for that because all of the sales that I had previously done before from auctions involved laptops. Laptops only, and laptops are very easy to flip and ship. And I learned the hard way. It is not the same with desktops. I am never ever buying desktops from a government auction again. What is your eBay, and do you still have a desktop for sale? So as I said, nope, don't have the desktops for sale anymore because I got rid of them. Wow, someone doesn't like Python. Python is cancer. Are you serious? Python is not cancer. I love Python. It's so easy. I mean, if you go from something like C++ to Python, you're like, wow, where has this been all my life? You write one line of Python code and it takes place of like 10 lines of C++. So if you want to get something done nice and quick, I'm not saying that Python itself is quick as far as processing time is concerned, but as far as coding time is concerned, if you want to just knock something out real quick, I think Python's really the way to go. So I'm a big Python fanatic, and it didn't always used to be that way. I used to love C++. Like C++ used to be my go-to language. Um, but then my coworker got me into Python, and once I got into it, I just can't go back. I mean, I really, really like Python. Audio and video isn't in sync. I know, you must have just gotten here. We talked about that already. So we're into the 30-minute time limit, and as I said, these usually end up running way over. I was gonna try to keep this under 30 minutes, but it looks like that is not going to happen. I'm forced to learn C++ and CS class. So yeah, that's usually how it goes. They tend to either use C++ or Java just to get the fundamentals of programming under your belt, because C++ and Java tend to force you to think about the fundamentals of programming. When it comes to a more abstract language like Python, uh, sometimes you don't really think about all the stuff that's underneath the hood. Will you make more videos on buying and selling laptops, and what are some other videos that you will be making in the future? So I've talked about that already. We have a T420 video coming up in a week or two. It's going to take me a little bit of time to produce that. But that is a upcoming video, and of course I do have some eBay finds and garage sale finds coming up. I need to get back on it with Software Sunday because I haven't posted a Software Sunday video in a very long time, so that's one of those videos that's one of those series that I need to start back up again, so expect Software Sunday videos soon. Um, so yeah, T420 video. Sorry, I was thinking about a question I just saw here. But yeah, T420 video coming up soon. And of course, eBay finds, garage sale finds, etc., etc. All the stuff that you guys love. Oh yeah, I sent out a link earlier. So, let me go and get the link. I'll paste the link in the chat section again. Someone asked if I'm thinking about repairing the wind turbines because the wind turbines absolutely destroyed themselves. We had a big windstorm come through here, and the wind turbines just got absolutely obliterated. Now, one of them was completely sheared off. The other one's still standing, though. I don't have plans to repair them yet, just because I don't have the time. When summer comes around, I think I'm going to pull down the current wind turbines I have up there because that windstorm indicated that they're not exactly structurally stable. So I'm going to try to go back to the drawing board with that, but I will be putting new wind turbines up, and hopefully they will stay there this time. What is this mini PC anyway? So for those of you that are just arriving, I am also doing a giveaway of this mini PC, this little Intel mini PC. So in here, actually I'll just pull it out of the box. So I'll get back to the questions in just a minute. So this is a small, pretty much handheld Windows 10 mini PC. We have a quad-core Atom in here, 2 gigabytes of DDR3L RAM, and 32 gigabytes of eMMC storage. This would make a great media box or a nice little office machine. I'm not really going to do gaming or anything like that. This really isn't too powerful. And that 2 gigabytes of DDR3L is quite a bit of a limitation, especially when it comes to Windows 10. So with this, you're mainly going to be playing videos, you know, doing basic office tasks, some light web browsing, that sort of thing. So that's what that link is I just sent out. It's to the Google Doc or Google form to enter the giveaway. All right, back to the questions. When will the results be declared? The results will be declared at the end of this video, so hopefully in about 15 minutes. All right, I'm going to scroll back up because I missed some questions. You should make more vids about stuff. And I wish I could. It's just the time limitation. I go to school. I have a job. My work is about an hour and 15 minutes away. My school's about an hour away, so I do a lot of driving. So I lose a lot of time there. So sometimes I just don't have the time to publish videos on the weekends. So if there isn't a video that's out, just assume that I'm busy. It's not like I'm giving up on YouTube or anything, especially around this time of year because I have finals. So I've just been very busy lately. That's why I have not been publishing stuff. Do you plan on moving out of Virginia in the future? Because I do live in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And the answer to that is no. Actually, there's plenty of job opportunities for engineers over here. We have a shipyards. Shipyards are all over the place because Norfolk is about 45 minutes away. There's also a NASA Langley Research Center that's about an hour and 15 minutes away. There's a lot of DoD stuff over here. So there's plenty of opportunities for an engineer, and I absolutely love this area. Plus, my family's down here, so I do plan on staying over here for the time being. So no plans on moving out of Virginia anytime soon. Yeah, the storms in Virginia were terrible this year, especially when it came to snow. We got a lot of snow this year. What to do to enter the giveaway? I guess people were just getting here, but I sent out a link a while back, so just scroll back up through the chat, and that link should be there. Do you still have your T60? Yep, I still got the T60. The T60 sitting in the back. Probably going to use it for a project or two coming up here soon. Have you ever tried starting a PC building business? No, I haven't. I don't really feel like that's going to be profitable, especially since PCs are becoming so cheap and the mainstream crowd is starting to go to like cheaper computers like Chromebooks and lower end Windows 10 machines just because you can get those for about 200 to 300 bucks. It might be able to be profitable, but I don't think as a brick and mortar store it would be able to. And I've tried to sell computers on eBay, just used computers, and for laptops, yeah, I usually do all right, but for desktops it's usually a struggle to make a profit just because shipping is a lot. Shipping is a ton. So I don't think I would ever get into the PC building business. Oh, someone said the T60 videos are my favorite. Yeah, I actually get that from a lot of my viewers. A lot of my viewers love the T60 videos. All right, so we got any more questions? Oh, I think someone's trying to. Oh, I got the question now. Okay, so do you live with your family or on your own? So I actually live with my family, right now. So I'm going to school about 30 miles away, and I work about 50 miles away. So this is a good location for me. Plus I really don't have, even though I work, I really don't have enough money to pay for rent and insurance and all that. So my parents were happy to let me live with them. They wanted me to stay, actually. my, my parents did not want to see me go, so they were pretty happy that I decided to stick with Old Dominion. And yeah, I've been staying here for the past 3 years. I love my family, and I haven't moved out because I can't live. I mean, I just couldn't live on my own. I would slowly go crazy. I feel like I don't like. I like being alone, but I don't like being completely alone. Like if I move out, I would need either a roommate or like a significant other or something like that to live with. I could not live by myself. I'd probably end up going crazy. So yeah, I'm living at home, and for the most part, I really like it. My family's awesome. What do I use for, or what do I do for work? So I work for I actually I intern for a government organization here as a data scientist, and that's really all I want to say about that. So, oh, I don't want to give too much away there. What is my favorite laptop I have ever owned? So my favorite laptop was, as someone actually brought up earlier, my favorite laptop was the IBM T60. Even though it's an old machine and it's a little bulky, it just had so much character. I loved the keyboard. I loved the way it was laid out. I liked the screen aspect ratio. It was built like a tank, and it was an absolutely great machine. I needed a little bit more processing power for my major, however, so I upgraded to the T430, and the T430 is also a very good computer. So I love the IBM T60, but I also really like the Lenovo T430. Do you think your Prius is stupid? I mean, I know people bash the Prius a lot, but the thing is, I'm saving a ton of money. I drive about 100 miles a day, between going to school, work, and a couple, like running errands, and that's about 100 miles a day. So over a week, I drive about 550 miles to 600 miles a week, and I, I mean, if I was driving like a big SUV, I'd be completely broke right now. Like I wouldn't have any money. So when it comes to MPG, I mean, the Prius is the way to go. I love the Prius because of that. And it's been a really reliable car. I have about 85,000 miles on that car right now. Haven't run into any issues. Besides the fact that I go through tires really quickly for some reason. I think it's just because I drive so much. But I got my tires replaced 2 years ago. Maybe it's 1.5 years ago, and I have to get them replaced again already. So that's kind of annoying. But yeah, I really like the Prius. The only thing... Oh, there's another thing I don't like. So, the thing is with the Prius, it uses a lot of cheap plastic on the inside. The inside feels really, really cheap and plasticky. Although it's a really reliable car, the inside doesn't really feel too great, and I've kind of hit that point where some things are starting to rattle around. You'll hear weird sounds coming from the back where the plastic's moving when the car is moving. And starting to shift. So, I mean, the Prius is a very good car. There are some quirks with it, but overall, really like my Prius. All right. So when I'm talking into the camera, I realize I'm not actually looking at the comments, so I have to scroll back up here to see um, what you guys were saying. Can you do a tech support scammer video? No, I'm not. There have been so many of those on YouTube. I don't want to get involved in that trend. I'll pass on that. What do I think about HP laptops? I don't really have a grudge against enterprise grade HP laptops, so that's the HP EliteBook. That's taking into account the HP EliteBook because I actually use an HP EliteBook at work, and I really, really like it. I still prefer ThinkPads over the EliteBooks, but no, I don't hold a grudge against HP. I do like HP business class computers. How can I join this giveaway? Okay, I'll post the link one more time. So I'm gonna take a break here in a second because I'm not sure how much longer I can keep this up. As you guys can hear, I'm starting to slip up. because I could really use 1 or 2 minutes just to kind of get my footing again, grab some water, fix the lighting because I'm still going blind up here. So I posted the link to the Google form in the chat, and I'm actually going to go back and check up on that. So let's see what we're sitting at. Let's see how many entries we have. And typical contest rules apply here. Don't, don't submit multiple entries, because I can see that if you submit multiple entries, I will automatically disqualify you because I consider that cheating. So don't do that. And just fill out all of the information and you'll be fine. So how many responses do we have here? Wow! You guys are really taking advantage of that. I have 60 responses in here already. That's... Well, good on you guys. I was worried that I wouldn't actually have anyone go and do this giveaway entry for them. But, oh, and the responses are still rolling in. I went from 60 to 64. So, good job, guys. Keep it up. When is the giveaway? The giveaway is in 5 minutes, maybe? So I'll do the giveaway, maybe answer a couple more questions, and then call it for this video. So if you haven't entered the giveaway, I'll post the link up one more time. Go ahead and enter the giveaway. Someone's like, oh, I only have a 1 out of 60 shot. I mean, those are pretty good odds for something like a giveaway like this. I mean, this is a small giveaway. I didn't really post in advance for this live stream, so you guys got lucky. So you have a pretty good chance of winning this PC. Alright, so I'm going to take a break real quick. I'm going to cycle back to that AA Computers and Technology logo screen. And I need one that says break. This one just... Oh, there it is. I was like, where did OBS go? It's on the other screen. Surprise. Alright, so we're going to cut this. I'm going to grab some water, use the bathroom. Actually turn the mic off this time. I think in my last live stream, I was using the bathroom in the background and I left the mic on. It was pretty embarrassing. I got a good kick out of that one. It was all in good fun, though. So, break time now. I will be back in 3 minutes. Alright, so I am back at my desk. I'm going to post the link to the giveaway one more time because we're about to select a winner. So that's the link to the giveaway. Once again, it is only open to residents of the immediate 50 or 50 U.S. states. And I've already talked about that at the beginning of this video. Yeah, I know, no video. So I still have the AA Computers and Technology logo up right now because I am trying to check out the giveaway entry page one more time. So we got 81 responses in. Get those responses in. I am about to select the winner. Jeez. Yeah, so as these live streams go on, like I start to develop a lisp because I start to get tired of talking. So you guys can clearly hear that now. How many entries? 81 entries. 81 entries right now. And we probably 82 entries right now. Yep, 74 watchers. And I'm going to do it one more time. Here's the link to the giveaway. We're about to draw a winner. And I'm going live in 3, 2, 1. I'm back. Hey guys. So if you are just getting here, this is a live Q&A plus a giveaway. I'm going to talk about this one more time. So I have a fanless mini PC right here. I reviewed this 2 weeks ago, I want to say. And I am getting rid of it now / giving it away because I have way too much stuff sitting in the back. I have so many review samples in the back, and I really need to either start donating this stuff or doing giveaways like this. So here is our little Intel mini PC. Quad-core Intel Atom, 2 GB of DDR3L RAM, 32 GB of eMMC storage, and a full version of Windows 10 Pro. And of course, with that, you get all the accessories, the wall mount, the power adapter, and free shipping, of course, to within the US. And if you win, I will be sending you an email because email was part of the entry process. I vote for more giveaways. Yeah, so do I. I need to get rid of all the stuff that I have in the back. I mean, I need to have a garage sale is what I need to have. I have so many... Some of it's just junk, actually. I have so much junk in the back that I just need to get rid of. Do they have to be in the live stream to win? Yeah, of course you have to be in the live stream to win. Because the only time I'm actually putting the link out here is in the live stream. So the only way to get the link is to be in the live stream. So only live streaming persons right now are qualified. Someone said, but you have to pay for USPS shipping. What do you mean? Shipping? I'm paying for shipping. It's a giveaway. I pay for everything. One more time. Someone asked, yes, I'm in school currently, and Microsoft gives out free Azure, or I can never pronounce their cloud platform, but yes, I know what you're talking about. Oh no, this giveaway is only open to the U.S. Residents within the U.S. Unfortunately, because shipping's too expensive. It's too expensive to ship outside the U.S. How many times can I enter? 1 entry per person, and I'm about to close it. I'll answer one or two more questions, and then I'll close the giveaway. So, 1 or 2 more questions. These are the last questions I am answering because we are coming up on an hour here, and I really, really, really don't want to be live streaming any more than that. Let's see. Learn C++ or Python first. I would highly recommend learning C++ first because C++ forces you to learn all of the principles behind programming, whereas with Python, a lot of that is done under the hood for you. So C++ is the much better language to learn first. What is pi to 100 places? God. What was it? 3.14159.265. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's really all I need for engineering. That's the precision of pi that I've learned. Can you use the T series of Lenovo ThinkPads to game? Once again, we are not a gaming channel. I do use the T430 to play a game here and there every once in a while, but really not meant to be a gaming PC. So if you're looking for a gaming PC, maybe the T series isn't quite the best place to be looking. Alright. Oh, what's the little clock thing in the background? So, I actually have videos on this. Oh god, I just scratched my glasses. I actually have videos on this, but this, if you guys can see it, I can't pull it out anymore because the cable won't reach. But this is a Nixie tube clock, a 6-digit Nixie tube clock, and I have several videos on these. If you go back through our video archives, you will find videos on a couple different Nixie tube clocks. Do you play an instrument? Yes. Well, no. Yes and no. So I used to play the trumpet, but I don't anymore. So I was in marching band for 8 years, I think. And I played the trumpet then. Unfortunately, just don't have time to do that anymore. I wish I could because I really loved being in the marching band and making music. But unfortunately, I think that part of my life is behind me. Someone said, "Where are your glasses?" All right. I really don't need them right now. Not really doing anything, but that's what I look like with glasses. This is Glasses, a computer science technology. I'm Glasses Braxton. All right. What do we have now? Are you still in school? Yeah, another question I've answered a couple times already. I'm in college right now, working on my BS and MS. All right. So, we're starting to get the same questions. I think some new people are here. So, do you have a job besides YouTube? Yes, I work as a data scientist for a government organization. So, no Fortnite on the ThinkPad T series. I think you could. I think you would be able to run. It depends on which T series you're talking about, because I mean we could be talking about the T60 or we could be talking about the T480. I have no idea what you mean. If you're talking about the modern T series, then yes, the modern T series can run Fortnite. Fortnite's not a very intensive game, resource intensive game, so you could run Fortnite on some pretty old hardware actually. Do you use? Okay, so yeah, I actually don't really use R that much. I had a coworker that was all about R. I never really got into it. I mostly use Python for my job. Oh, so here we go with the personal questions. Of course, I think I got this last time too. Are you a virgin? And that's not really something I care about answering. Yes, I am. Not really a big deal to me. Uh, so what made you start making YouTube and stuff? So and I've answered this before already. So we're starting to get into redundant questions, and when we start to get into redundant questions, that's when I call it for the live stream. So I started making YouTube videos as an airsoft channel. I was really into airsoft when I was 13, 14 years old. Loved airsoft, um, and I started making videos about it, and I really liked doing it. I mean, I got roasted online because I was terrible at it. And if you guys want to see those videos, the channel is still up, so feel free to go check that out. But I actually started not with tech videos, but with airsoft videos. Yeah, someone's like, let's just do the giveaway because yeah, we are getting into redundant questions. So I'm going to post the link one more time. You guys have about 30 seconds to enter the giveaway after I post the link. So make it fast, make it snappy. Boom. The link is up here. Yeah, I know the audio is starting to get off sync. We've talked about that already. All right, link is up. I'll give you guys about another 30 seconds to enter. We have about 100 entries right now. Wow, way to go, guys. You should get a GoPro and start doing videos like that again, or make a new channel and do it. I would, but I don't have anyone to play airsoft with anymore. Like all my friends that I used to play airsoft with left, which is kind of sad. Because it was a lot of fun. You know, it's good stress. It's good stress relief. Um, it's also good exercise too. All right. Oh, someone said I guess it'd be unfair if I won. Someone probably did multiple entries then. What is the airsoft channel's name? Some people know. Some people in this chat section probably know which channel was my first channel, but I'm not going to tell you because it is cringy. It is terrible. If you want to go out and find it, you'll probably be able to find it pretty easily. Um, but I'm not going to post it. All right, so I'm going to go back to scene 2. I'm going to leave the audio on, but but I might just be rambling to myself. Alright, so we are back to the standby screen. All you're going to hear is click, 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 click in the background because I'm going to have my... I gotta open up this form and download the spreadsheet with all the entries in it. So entries are now officially closed. How do I close the entries? Oh my gosh, I just realized I have no idea how to actually close the entries on the form. Yeah, that's alright. I'll just download the CSV and whoever's in that CSV is in. Alright, so let me go to my downloads folder. And I'll post, I'll put the, I'll screencast in just a second so you guys can see what I'm doing. I gotta clean out all the emails first, though, because I don't want to give that information away. As I said, the emails will be kept private. So the emails are gone. Or maybe not. What happened to the emails? I think I can just delete the entire row like this. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to screencast now. Hopefully nothing weird comes up here. Oh, okay, that didn't work. Come on. Alright, well I tried to screencast, but that's not working out too well. Can I turn this off? So I'm struggling here with OBS because I haven't used OBS in a while. I haven't live streamed in like a whole year. Oh, I know. There we go. Here we go. Boom. All right, so that's the spreadsheet with all of the entries on here. And let me go back to the comments just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Someone's screaming at me. Oh no! Someone did find my airsoft channel. Oh, how could you? How could you rat me out? Oh no. Yeah, so if you guys were curious about my old YouTube channel, someone just found it and posted it in the chat. So oh man, you guys are in for a terrible time because that YouTube channel is absolutely cringy. So you guys should be able to see my screen right now. And what I'm looking at here is we want to go, I'll delete the first column actually, or row. So we're going to go from 2, and we are going to, so it's 2 to 106. And I need to keep track of that for the random number generator. There we go. So we're going to go up here, and random number... I forget the website URL. Is it randomnumbergenerator.net? Oh, random.org. That's the one that I use. So we're going to go from 2 to 100. Oh, gosh. What was it again? 100 and what? 106. And I'm going to do this 3 times. So I'm going to grab the YouTube comment section over real quick and just drag it to my other screen. There we go. Do you ship outside the U.S.? No, I said earlier this is only for people within the U.S. So if you entered in you're not in the U.S., I'm gonna have to select a different winner, unfortunately. Yep, I'm streaming from my ThinkPad right now. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna do this 3 times, and the third number will be the winner. So, first try is 88, 90, and this is going to dictate the winner. 4, number 4, you have won the mini PC. So where is number 4? Who are you? King ASE 88. Congratulations, you are the winner. I have your email address in the other version of the CSV, so I will be sending you an email shortly. Oh, okay. Oh, that was his full name. Yeah, so King ASE 88, you have won the mini PC. Alright, so I'm going to go back to, we're going to close out of this. You know, I'm going to leave them highlighted because I know I'm going to forget who won. There we go. Alright, let me go back to OBS. There we go. All right. So we hit the hour mark. I told you guys I was going to wrap up here. I'll answer a couple more questions and then call it. So what if they don't answer? So if they don't reply to me within 2 business days, I select another winner. Because I'm not gonna wait around. So if you win, King AES 88, you have 2 days to respond after I send you an email. Is King in the stream now? He should be in the stream, even though it's been an hour long at this point, so he might not be in the stream anymore, because it's starting to get a little painful. We're at the hour mark, and even I'm starting to get over it now. So, what am I gonna do when I reach 100,000 subscribers? I don't really know. It's probably going to take a very long time at the rate this channel is growing. Once again, this channel doesn't really focus on gaming, which is, I think, one of the places we take a big hit. I think if we focused on gaming, we'd have a lot more views, a lot more subscribers right now, but that's not really the content that I want to target. Do I have a second giveaway? I might do another giveaway either for the next subscriber update or the next live stream. Why not? I'm not going to answer these questions anymore about why can't I do a global giveaway. I guess I'll answer it. Long story short, shipping's too expensive. Shipping is too expensive. Do I scam bait? I'm not sure what that means. Give away a keyboard. I don't think I have a keyboard to give away. Oh, you mean like the keyboards that I have from the auction? No, those are nasty. I might get a lawsuit over those. If I give those to someone, they might get sick. Those are gross. I think they came from a school and they just never cleaned them. Can't you make the winner pay for shipping? No, that makes things extremely complicated to make someone pay for shipping. So that's something I wouldn't do. It's just easier for me if I pay for shipping. Oh, okay. Someone just defined scam baiting. Okay, I see what this is. No, I wouldn't do that. There's so many people who actually do that and are actually pretty good at it. I just don't want to jump on that bandwagon. It's not something I'm interested in. Alright, so if you guys don't have any more questions, I think I'm going to end the live stream now. You guys good? Alright. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, does the live stream have a comment section afterwards? Well, I guess I can't really do the normal outro for a live stream. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. New videos coming out soon. That T420 video will be coming out within a week or two. And I'm really excited for that one because it is going to... I'm going to put a lot of effort into making that video look good and making the T420 look good. So that's going to be a very fun video. Will this stream be posted on YouTube? Yeah, I will probably post this stream on YouTube as a public video. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next installment of AA Computers and Technology.